All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the New York Jets. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a first carry for the former Cleveland Brown, Isaiah Crowell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. These Jags and Jets, they met in one of the stranger games a season ago. Week 4, I believe it was, and got all the way down to 28 seconds remaining in OT before Chandler Catanzaro ended it for the Jets with a 41-yard field goal to win 23-20.
One of the highlights of the season for the Jets. But how about the Jaguars finishing their year at the AFC Championship game?
Now let's go. Green, 3.
He'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Blue 90!
They'll set up to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Malik Jackson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Bortles leads the Jags up first and 10 at their own 24.
Green 80! Green 80! Go right. Green 2!
There's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now third down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Lucy. Hank. Go right.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
High 39, Lucy.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check. Green 80. Trick left. Lucy.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Bortles to the former Jet, Seferian-Jenkins for the Jags' first down. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Let's go.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Number 54 right here. Lucy.
On second down, here's Bortles. Sliding out of the pocket. There he goes inside the 30. And he slides to avoid the hit. Able to find a lot of empty space there. Picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Lucy. Punch right.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Here we go.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Flush to his right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Hey, 5-0.
From the gun on third down, Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll set up a throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Bortles. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Shotgun now for Bortles. Open man right side is Sharp. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. But they've got a third and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving.
Lucy.
And some space here. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Bortles going to throw. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he's brought down. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season, and the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. Darius Stewart now on the return. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They begin with a run by Crowell. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They're going to look to throw. Herndon's got it complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call
the receiver
PPR?
Still gets a point there. Yeah. And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
Back to throw here. Powell on the catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Now back to throw. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a handoff to Crowell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, here's Crowell. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jermaine Kurz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Bortles. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. On play action, they'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. The extra point now coming from Myers. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. He just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Sack, baby! Sack, baby!
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards gets them back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. This is Yeldon on the dump off. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Anunwa, the intended target. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Here's a give to Fournette. And down inside the 15 he goes. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Let's go, let's go.
Bortles Jaguars now on first down. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Fights off the defender. And he will find his man on the outside. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's first and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to wind up in there. He's got a man. Complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Back to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Derek Rivers in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Gone! So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded about a yard deep. Out come the Jaguars now, as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting, because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. A handoff to Fournette. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Looking back to Leonard Fournette's rookie campaign, over 1,000 yards rushing. And coming into the league, some people saw this kid as an ex-Adrian Peterson. What can we expect from him going forward?
I like the comparison because of the size, the strength, the speed. But I think he catches the ball better than Adrian Peterson. So I think they can up his utilization in the passing game. But what really impressed me was down the stretch in the divisional playoff game against Pittsburgh, hurt his ankle, left the game for a while, and came back and helped power his team to a big victory. Remember, he had some dings at LSU that kept him out of a few games. I thought that was a breakthrough for Leonard Fournette.
Hey, spread left. Spread left.
Now with just 1 second. Showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go, let's go. Lucy.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now Bortles. Forced out to his left. And it's Bortles, the quarterback, slow to get up. Looks like he's going to need a moment or two. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On second down, here's Yeldon. That second down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. And Lambo will put this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Looking to throw. He'll air this one toward Coleman. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0. Lucy, Lucy. Watch the pass. Throw that, throw that. Lucy, Lucy.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Buster Screen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A first down carry now for Crowell. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10.
72.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Uses the spin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On the counter, it's Yeldon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Slot. Hey, you're on an island over there.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Being chased out left. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Right, 72. Right 39, Lucy.
On 1st down, Bortles going deep for Moncrief. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Henry Anderson in there to get him for a loss of 5. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Lucy.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Completes it to Lee. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Lambeau will put this one through. The wait up now, a flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
Lucy. Go right. 11B. Right 39, Lucy.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. This is caught. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They'll try to run for it with Fournette. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. They come out here in the eye. He'll get it up the middle. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Here's Fournette. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Miles Jack in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Gun!
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Powell. A good pickup there at 22.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Back to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. They'll drop the throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Powell. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Wide inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. They go play action here on first down. Going underneath for Crowell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On play action, they'll throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They're going to look to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
They begin with a run by Fournette, and he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Hey, spread left. Hey, 5-0.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Going deep for Moncrief. They've got his man complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Dante Moncrief, 92 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And New York set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. That'll bring up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at
They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Calais Campbell able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
No, check. Patriot.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll look to throw here. Coleman has it here right side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll set up a throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the former first-round pick, D.J. Hayden. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity. And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets. But oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Now Leonard Fournette. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. But that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done.